Hi everyone, it's Paul Tilley and welcome to our term end review of EP2150 Entrepreneurship. The final exam will consist of 3 parts: 40 multiple choice at 60%, 20 matching at 20%, and a business plan / financial analysis at 20%. The final exam will be considered a comprehensive exam in that it will cover the whole course. However, the focus will be on the last 3 units that we have not covered already in the exam. In Unit 6, we looked at risk. We defined and discussed risk from an assessment perspective, how to assess a risk. We distinguished amongst the various types of risks faced by every small business. We discussed how small business copes with that risk and deals with it. And from there, to create some sort of a risk management plan or strategy for small business risk maintenance. From there, we looked at Unit 7, which dealt with the legal issues for small business. We looked at, in comprehensive, the business forms. How can a small business be set up? What are some of the legal forms for a business? So from there, we went to Unit 7, which looked at the legal issues for small business, and really, we looked at the various forms that businesses can take from a legal perspective: sole proprietorship, partnership, limited partnership, and a corporation. Secondly, we looked at business contracts. And again, we've covered contracts in business law, but again, very important because most businesses will enter some form of contract. We got to understand the basics of a contract, what's required in order to make a contract, and some of the legal aspects of contracts. Finally, we looked at bidding and tendering. So how do companies bid and tender contracts for other corporations or mostly government agencies? What can we do there in order to ensure that we have the highest chance of winning a bid? The final unit, Unit 8, dealt with human resources. And in human resources, we looked at the people side of running a business. So we defined what human resource management was, and especially from a small business context. We discussed the role of personnel policies, what exactly were personnel policies, how to develop personnel policies for small business. We described a relationship between the organization of the firm and the human resources setup. We explained the importance of human resource management in small business. We illustrated the various methods for planning, for hiring and training employees. We identified the principles of effective human resource management for small business. And we looked at the skill areas as an owner-manager and how the various strengths can be built upon and how some of the weakness can be addressed by hiring other people. We also defined the legal requirements, particularly from the point of view of government legislation pertaining to human resources in business. And we looked at the procedures and administration for small business payroll, what was needed from the point of view of government remittances, and how we manage that for a small business. So that effectively was the last 3 units, and that made up the bulk of the course. So the final exam will cover all of those, particularly though those last 3 units. So what I'd like you to do is review the various videos related to the units. Got them all covered there. Look at the slides, look at the notes, and prepare well for the exam. Good luck. Thanks for taking this course.